So, Dior, Forever and Ever. I did say I had another sort of skin scenty perfume that is super expensive, and this is it. This is, again, this is another reformulation. This is the one that's on sale now. And it's my only truly floral perfume. Every other perfume I have, even if there's flowers in it, there's always something else going on. This is the only floral only perfume that I've ever found that I love, and it is mainly freesia. I think the 3 notes they've listed on Fragrantica, which I don't in any way believe it's only 3 accords at all, there's definitely other things going on here, but the main ones are rose, freesia, and a tincture, is that how you say it? Tincture? Of jasmine, anyway. I don't really detect much in the way of jasmine in this. The rose, I think, is just balancing it out, but this to me is a freesia perfume. It is the smell of spring. Oh my god, I just, this is going to be my wedding perfume for my wedding day. That's how special this is. It's very expensive, but it will last you a really long time. This is 100 ml? 100 ml. So this is 100 ml. Eau de toilette. And I think these are about £95. They're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap. But I've had this for years. I also have a tiny, teeny little travel miniature. Back when they used to make tiny little glass miniatures that were exactly the same as these bottles. Brilliant. They're fabulous. But you can't really get them anymore. You can sometimes pick them up on eBay. I just waited until this was on sale, basically. So I think it cost me about $65 from one of the perfume websites that was selling it. I'm going to spray it, and then I'm going to wax lyrical about how much I love this perfume. So the reason I say it's a skin scent is because it's not an in-your-face floral. It's much more kind of, it's really noticeable. It's there, but it's not like, oh my god, such a strong perfume. It's not that at all. It's its own beast. And when I say beast, I mean angel. Oh, it takes you to an innocent, magical fairyland. Honestly, this is exactly what fairies would wear. I mean, okay, so I started searching for a floral perfume because one of my favourite things in the world is the smell of cherry blossoms, or actually generally just freshly blooming spring flowers in the UK. I have smelled so many cherry blossom perfumes, and I never like them. They're always too dry. They're never sweet. They're either, let me correct myself, they're either vanilla sweet, which makes me sick and does not smell anything like what cherry blossom smells like, or they're so dry. They're just really dry, and they're completely missing the sweetness that you get from actual blossom from the tree. I've still not smelled anything that smells like blossom from a cherry tree. But while I was looking for kind of realistic, proper spring floral smells, many years ago, someone had suggested Dior Forever and Ever. I read it somewhere. It was compared to something else that I liked years ago. I think it was Jean-Charles Brousseau Fleur de Ombre Rose. Not the original ombre rose, that is hardcore old school rose. But the Fleur de Ombre Rose I always thought smelled like fresh roses and pink jelly babies. I loved it, but that's another one that was ridiculously expensive and lasted for 2 minutes. I mean, talk about a skin scent. If I could afford to have that one, I'd still have a bottle, but it's insanely pricey. And now I think it's been discontinued, so it's even more pricey now. Whereas this is a bestseller for Dior, so I don't think you're ever going to have to worry that they won't make it anymore. So anyway, so this is glorious. Now, this to me is the smell of spring flowers. There's nothing else going on. This is like, and it's a skin scent in that, again, it won't radiate out of you and make everyone look around and be like, really strong perfume, but you will smell like spring. You will just smell fresh. You'll smell glorious. It is the kind of smell that is very akin to walking down a road in the beginning of spring where the sun is shining but it's cold and crisp, and you just get a waft of those spring flowers that are in bloom. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, what else to say about it? If you don't like florals, you might still like it. I don't really like floral perfumes. They make me feel a bit sick most of the time. I don't have many that are purely floral. It's very rare for me to have floral ones. This is so special. It's so special. I wouldn't be wearing it for my wedding if it wasn't special. And actually, to be honest, Dior are getting the double whammy for that, because my evening perfume will definitely be Poison, and I will talk about that sometime. But it's magical. So, but I don't want to stop there, because this is exceptionally expensive. It's not exceptionally expensive, let's be real. Some perfumes £300, but for people on like a regular wage, it's exceptionally expensive to spend £100 on one perfume, especially if you like to overspray. So I wanted to talk about this. This is a Superdrug perfume. It's called Vanille Blush, and I read somewhere that it was a dupe for Forever and Ever, which seems insane to me. Makes no sense, because if you look here, blackcurrant, jasmine, vanilla, cedarwood and musk. I mean, I was like, nah, it's not gonna bear any resemblance to it. But I think I got it for about £6 in the sale. It's in a really cute bottle, little white bottle, 50ml, and it's an eau de parfum as well. I really like these bottles. I think they're really cute. But I think even at full price, these are still only around £12-15, so they're really, really bargainous. So I ordered it. I thought, I'll just see what it's like. Give it a quick spray. And it's there. It's there. The skeleton of Dior Forever and Ever is what's holding this perfume together. It's not identical by any means. I think mainly the wood, was it cedarwood, is making it ever so slightly drier, but the blackcurrant's there to kind of save it. I thought I'd hate it because it's jasmine, apparently. But I suspect they're not telling the whole story in what the notes are for this. And that's probably because they don't officially want people to know it's supposed to be a dupe. I think they just want to be, it's inspired by. However, this is a dupe for this. On me, it dries down a bit more woody, but it smells like Dior Forever and Ever. It actually does recreate it quite successfully. I would never replace this one with this. This one is more magical. There's no denying it. But this one is, if you can't afford this is genius. It's genius. So again, because it's, I dropped the thing, but it's quite a subtle floral compared to some florals. It's very spring-like. It's got a slight sweetness. It's absolutely worth, I mean, to be honest, it would be worth paying 20 quid for it. But £6? Are you insane? Also, do I want to be taking this in my bag? No, I'm not taking that anywhere. It's well expensive. You can pull off the top and use one of the atomizers, the pump atomizers, which is what I do with this one if I don't want to take my little miniature. But this, you could just take this whole thing in your bag. It's also, it's glass. Plastic top, glass bottle. Same as this. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I think it's very, very good. And I don't think that these are on Fragrantica yet. So I wanted to make sure I added it because I think it's really handy to have a comparison, and it's really handy to have a proper review. I've only found one reliable review of this on YouTube from someone who actually seems to know what this one smells like. This one, I think she said this was less rosy, but then I don't think this is particularly rosy. There's rose there, there's jasmine there, but it's freesia. This perfume is freesia to me, spring freesia. And this has the same vibe, it really does. This is a really good blind buy if you want something cheap that smells like this. Even if you own this, you know, this is handy. So yeah, I think they're great, but this is the queen of my castle. This is my love. I absolutely love this perfume. And I think you could safely wear it in a lot of places because it is maybe slightly soapy, clean, fresh, floral out of the shower kind of smell. Spring perfection, absolute heaven. One of my all-time favourites. My forever perfumes. This will be in my collection forever. Forever and ever.